It is a real ticket, but the sheriff's office says parents can get a pass for that first ticket if they prove that they have a helmet or if they bought one. Here in Sanford, just take a look. You can see that this parking lot has started to flood. It looks like the water is about ankle deep. From where I'm standing, you can see through the roof of this home. This is actually where the family was sitting. Well, some of the condo owners say they've been complaining about this roof for years. You can see part of it's on the ground. I want you to take a look over here. You can see that section of the condo, those parts of the condos, no roof at all. More than 400 pounds. A Harley Davidson, it's a little heavier of a bike, between 500 to 800 pounds. Nothing compared to a moped. But we came across this damaged bar here in Daytona Beach, and I spoke to the owner earlier today, and she says she's already reached out to her insurance company to find out what's covered, and that's step number one, according to local and federal disaster experts.
So at 6, we found out dozens of Orange County parents were ticketed, but it wasn't for speeding or running a red light.
This is interesting. They were fined because their children were not wearing a bike helmet. Channel 9's Sierra Putman spoke with the sheriff's office about what led to this crackdown and if more parents can expect citations.
It is a real ticket, but the sheriff's office says parents can get a pass for that first ticket if they prove that they have a helmet or if they bought one. Now, we bought these at Target. The cheapest one was for just under 20 bucks. The most expensive, just under $30. A lot less money than a $62 ticket or medical bills if your kid gets hurt. We stopped by Union Park Elementary School and saw a handful of kids on bikes, some wearing helmets.
I have a new bike.
Others not. We even saw a school official give a biker a helmet Friday afternoon. Florida law says children 16 or younger must wear a helmet. So when a school official mentioned the lack of compliance to a deputy, he took action. And parents on Orange County's east side started getting tickets in the mail.
I said that's just about safety.
That's crazy. I still think it's ridiculous. I mean, $62.50 for a helmet not wearing.
60 tickets just in October compared to 40 for all of 2015. Lieutenant Victor Payne says his deputies won't stop.
Yes, we are going to continue to enforce it.
Some parents say deputies should have sent a warning first. We found several schools started warning parents on social media.
When their child gets hit by a car, is there a warning? I mean, at some point, we have to do something.
Julady Medina's 5-year-old sometimes bikes to school. She has little sympathy for parents getting tickets.
Everybody gets an email at the beginning of the school year about regulations.
So parents know?
Yeah.
To be clear, parents only get a pass for proving that they have a helmet that first time around. Every other infraction, well, they'll have to pay up. Reporting in Orange County, Sierra Putman, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Something like this may happen.
Well, some of the condo owners say they've been complaining about this roof for years. You can see part of it's on the ground. I want you to take a look over here. You can see that section of the condo, those parts of the condos, no roof at all, almost as if a child took the top of her dollhouse off. But one problem, this isn't a toy, these are people's homes.
Yes, this is what I came to. This is how I found my place.
Bethany Sandlin is overwhelmed as she shows us the destruction Matthew had on her condos here off of South Atlantic Avenue in Daytona Beach.
I've lost 3 out of 5.
Sandlin's dismayed but thankful the Ocean Jewels Club isn't her primary home like some of her neighbors, including Anthony Nieves.
I'm blessed, you know, because I was thinking of, weathering it out. This one, I said, something told me internally, leave.
Thankful for their lives, but upset management didn't fix the roof when they asked. Now, the owner of this unit says just over a month ago, she had the maintenance people fix part of the roof. And if you look up there, that's where she thinks the roof actually pulled off during the storm.
I showed him, I said, the roof is coming up. It needs to be fixed. If we get a storm, we're going to get nailed. I don't know what it is, if it's lack of management, if it's lack of funds, if it's lack of common sense. I don't know anymore. But this is what it is. Total devastation now. All of our life savings wrapped up in here.
Now, I spoke to a member of the condo association off camera. He says he doesn't think management could have done anything to prevent what happened to that area of the condo. He did talk about what he was happy that management did. One of the things they did was make sure that they had roofing crews and other cleanup crews here on the property to help with the cleanup. I also spoke to another condo owner just a few moments ago. He was also happy with the work that management has done so far. Reporting live in Daytona Beach, Sierra Putman, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Millions and millions of folks watched here on Channel 9 and online as this eagle was pulled live on TV from a storm drain, but sadly the bird died today, and now wildlife experts are trying to figure out why. Channel 9 Sierra Putman spoke with veterinarians today, and Sierra knew for 5 they told you her death could actually help save other birds.
And that's the silver lining. This bird brought awareness and an increase of donations for the Audubon Center. Money, it says, that will help hundreds of other birds.
Kind of grouchy today, huh?
Trouble will never be released into the wild, but his instincts are keen. Even when a human enters his territory, he goes on alert.
What you doing?
Territory is very important for eagles. In fact, experts say it was a territory fight that caused these 2 eagles to wind up stuck in a drain last Thursday. One female eagle was brought back to the Audubon Center for Birds of Prey for its injuries. Diana Flint helped save the eagles and was deeply saddened to come into work and learn the female eagle died.
We failed. We lost her. And it's a sad moment, but as a medical facility, we can't save all of them.
She hopes a necropsy done at the University of Georgia will explain why it died and how they can better care for other birds like Trouble.
We learn a lot from every case that we lose. Yes.
Even though they lost this one, the center is still helping about 15 eagles. 5 of them will never be released back into the wild.
It's very expensive.
It costs about $3,000 to treat, rehabilitate, and release an eagle. Although this female eagle has died, its story will help others. The center says donations are up and more than 300,000 people visited its Facebook page to learn about the eagle. And the eagle's remains will go to the National Eagle Repository. Its feathers will go to Native American groups. Reporting live in Maitland, Sierra Putman, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
In Orange County, a local seaplane company wants to set up shop on Lake Apopka. That company says a base would capitalize on the huge efforts to clean up the lake, but critics see the plan as a move in the opposite direction. Channel 9 Sierra Putman is live in Apopka tonight. And Sierra, the developer told you adding businesses and attention to the lake would only help.
And in about 30 minutes here at Wheatley Elementary School, there will be a community meeting, a first time for many people to actually learn about this plan. That local company actually wants to build this base about 5 miles away on Lake Apopka.
A huge habitat of birds and alligators and all kinds of wildlife.
Lake Apopka's ecosystem is what attracted Florida seaplanes to this piece of land. This rendering shows the base the Ultimate Springs company wants to build. Michael Harding says it already owns enough land, but needs the county to rezone the property to allow for a seaplane base.
Right here, this would be the driveway.
The very seaplane base led to new business and prosperity. Harding thinks this base will boost ecotourism and efforts to clean up Lake Apopka. Mike Taylor owns several properties near the lake and supports the base.
They've been landing out here anyway, and nobody's actually hears them much.
Unlike a traditional plane, Harding says seaplanes take off and land in the water, so noise will be minimal.
A lawnmower is louder than a seaplane.
Here on the lake, if you look out, you can see old dock pilings, and there's more underneath the water that you can't see. Now, the developers of this base, they're working to take this wood out of the water.
We're going to put the floating docks back in because it doesn't disturb the bottom, and it's much better for the lake and for the environment.
Hopefully, it'll bring back part of the glory that Lake Apopka used to have.
And Harding says the company is not asking for any county funds to build this base. It still would have a long way to go. It would have to submit a plan that would have to be approved by county commissioners, the FAA, and the state. Reporting live in Apopka, Sierra Putman, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
President-elect Donald Trump